So, as with others here, my personal connection to rivers goes way, way back. One of the formative experiences of my life was on a warm summer evening along the Youghiogheny River of Pennsylvania. I was only 12 years old at the time. I went down to the river on this summer evening. The rhododendron were flowering and smelled sweet in the air, just like they do here in Oregon. I sat down on a rock there and I listened to the river's flow bubbling past and just stared at the water. And the rest of the world disappeared. I became mesmerized by the sound and the sight of this wild river. The rest of the world could have been 1,000 miles away. And then I realized something that was profound for my age, that this place was perfect. And I knew why it was perfect. It was perfect for the simple reason that it was left alone. It was natural. Keeping rivers natural is the purpose of the Wild and Scenic River System. And I've been really fortunate to be close to that program ever since almost its founding. I got to interview people who were involved in that original idea, like the Craighead brothers. I was inspired by them. I was motivated to write about them, to photograph these rivers, to be engaged in the advancement of this program as a conservation activist for all these years, and really proud to watch this program grow from an original 8 rivers to over 200. It's actually 500 if you count the designated tributaries, some of which are quite large. So it's fitting today that we're celebrating these rivers and our efforts to safeguard them. Just look at yourself. Our bodies are 67% water, and every drop of that water comes from a river or from groundwater, which is intimately tied to the surface flow. The rivers literally flow in our arteries and in our veins. Rivers are also the center of our communities. They're the lifelines of the continent. They're where fish live. They are where fish live, and their habitat is the most important for wildlife. It's also the best habitat for us. I don't mean by building houses there. We should not be doing that. But rivers are our best habitat. It's just places to go. Right here we have it. A place to go for joy, for recreation, for contemplation, as I did as a 12-year-old back on that river in Pennsylvania. The purpose of the Wild and Scenic Rivers Act is to make that life and that habitat and that joy available for everyone to come in the future generations. So it is today with immense gratitude that I celebrate with you these postage stamps as an unexpected but very special gift to the people of America, recognizing rivers in a new and important way, and recognizing that we as a people united have a program to deal with this amazing resource and to keep these streams just the way they are. I'm deeply honored to have my photo work here included with that of 2 other photographers. Bob Wick of the Bureau of Land Management. Where are you, Bob? Stand up right there. Bob, whose dazzling work has impressed me for years, and I frankly know of no better chronicler in photography of the public lands of America than Bob Wick, who works for your own BLM. Thank you, Bob, for all that you do. And Michael Melford, whose library of images for the National Geographic Society is legendary. So I'm honored to be with these 2 other guys as the photographer of these pictures up here. So I've been engaged for years to make the Wild and Scenic Rivers program effective, to add deserving streams to this collection of cherished rivers, to tell stories of their protection, to take photos, to show other people how beautiful they are. But I never dreamed that so many Americans would be aware of these places because of these postage stamps, which if I do say so myself, I think are very gorgeous photos, every one of them. I want to thank you all for appreciating, as I do, the beauty and importance that these stamps symbolize for rivers all over America, including our own Deschutes right here with us today. Thank you so much for being here with us.